Anyway, hello everyone.
Only elevate, never let them break, never let them break, yeah. Never let them take, yeah. Never let them break, never let them break, yeah.
Welcome to my first video. Okay, so this is going to be the first video to my birth chart 101 series. This video is in particular to what a birth chart is and what makes up your birth chart, okay? For those who don't know, welcome to my channel. I am Serene Spirit. My name is Basheerah. You can call me Shy for short. People call me all types of things, Basha Shower, all types of things. Y'all wouldn't believe it, but I'm sure you can imagine. We're going to get into what makes up your birth chart and all of that good stuff. So first and foremost, what is a birth chart? Your birth chart makes up your astrological DNA. I like to call it like your fingerprint with the stars. Okay, so you have 12 different placements that make up that, and they include Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, and Uranus. Okay, so each one represents something different, and each one has their own sign. A majority of people know their sun sign. That's your main sign. Pretty much everyone knows their sun sign. Like, hey, I'm a Capricorn, or hey, I'm a Taurus. Everyone pretty much knows that. But if you dig deep into it a little bit more, you'll see that you have a sign for each planet. It gets a little crazy, but it puts a lot of things into perspective. I know for me, when I was first getting into astrology, I was like, okay, she's a Capricorn and I'm a Capricorn and he's a Capricorn, but we're still not the same. But when you go and look up what it means to be a Capricorn, you'll be like, check mark, wait, that doesn't sound like me, but that does. It's because you have other things that make up you. So you can't just look at your sun sign and be like, oh, that's me in totality, right? So that's where the birth chart comes in. And you have your other signs. Let's get into it and break down what each placement means. Your sun sign, that is your outward personality. So it's who you are as your core self. Pretty much what your core beliefs and everything will stem from your sun sign. Your moon sign is your inner self, your emotions, the way you internalize your emotions, and you filter that through your sun sign. So it goes from the moon, your emotions, and then it filters out through your sun. And then you have your ascendant, your rising sign. Your ascendant sign is your first impression on people. So how people first see you. Those are the main three. If you're getting into astrology, just stick with those. That's like the main basic signs that you should know. Next up, though, you have your Mercury. That's the way you communicate. So pretty much just how you communicate. And based on your sign, it will tell you more details of how you communicate. I'll get into that more in later videos because I'm going to do other videos that go into how, if you have an Aries, for example, in Mercury, how you would communicate as an Aries in Mercury. So I'll get into that in later videos, so stay tuned. But that is what Mars is, Mercury, communication. Next we have Venus. Venus is your love sign. It's not always romantic either, so it could be platonic or romantic. So how you love your friends, how you love your family members, how you love your kids, love in general. And it's also how you see beauty. So that's what your Venus is. Mars is your willpower, your courage, your passion, the way you assert yourself. So your assertiveness. again, depending on your sign there, will show you how you assert yourself. Jupiter has to do with blessings, as you will call it, luck, as you will call it, opportunities, hope. Jupiter. Saturn has to do with discipline, the way you commit to things and the way you discipline yourself. Uranus is your individuality, the way you change. Neptune is next, and that is your intuition. So your intuition, your gut feeling, and it has no ego, so there's no thoughts going on with your intuition. Your intuition also is not your emotion, because you can feel a gut feeling, but that doesn't mean, because your moon is your emotions, right? So your ego is your sun. Your sun is your thoughts, okay? So your intuition is your gut feeling, okay? And going into that just a little bit, a lot of the times our emotions, our moon, and our sun, our thoughts and ego, can get in the way of us recognizing when we're intuitively being guided by something, because you start to overthink or you start to get in your feelings, and it messes up, that gift that's coming through, or that message that's coming through with your intuition. Okay, so that's just an example of how your other signs can counter, and also depending on what sign is in that placement, it shows how that can counteract with other placements. So we have Pluto. Pluto is about transformation and power, so you need power to transform. So that's what Pluto represents. That is all 12 placements there, and a brief of each one. So if you want to look up your birth chart and see what signs fit in each placement for you, you can go to cafeastrology.com and type in all of the information. If you don't know your time of birth, just hit unknown, but it's really important. If you have that, that'll be better. And if you want me to do any videos and volunteer, should I say, for me to use your birth chart as an example in my videos, as I'm explaining like the sun sign, the moon sign, as I'm going into that, please feel free to comment and let me know, so you can email me your birth chart, and then I can do that. I'll be glad to do that. So I would love to do that. So yes, and that is all for this first video. I will put all the links below. If you need to get to Cafe Astrology, I'll put that below. All my social medias will be below. And just subscribe for more content and just keep up to date with the upcoming future videos for the series. But I hope you guys have a great night, a great day, wherever you are. Stay safe and be blessed.